Every journey starts with a single step. In 2019, I made the decision to stop playing small and step into my potential. Today, as I prepare for something major, I reflect on the lessons that transformed my business from zero to multi-six figures. See, it wasn't easy, and there were plenty of roadblocks along the way. But with each challenge, I found new strengths and deeper insights. Preparing for days like today reminds me of the journey, the highs, the lows, and the relentless drive to keep moving forward. Every decision, every effort has led to this moment. It's a testament to what can happen when you truly commit to your goals. Join me as I dive into the 5 crucial lessons that helped me grow my business to 100,000 in just 1 year. Let's conquer these roadblocks together. Today is a huge day. I am doing something that I haven't done in over 8 months. Today, I am hosting an in-person VIP day with 2 clients. Technically, it's 1 client, but they're business partners, and I'm so excited. So although I've had VIP days virtually since the year has started, I haven't had an in-person VIP day. And in-person VIP days are by far my favorite because I get to actually meet you physically and interact and teach physically. And when I teach in person, I just feel as though the gems, they just be more crystal clear, in my opinion. You can let me know if you think getting taught something virtually is better than being taught in person or vice versa. But I love being taught in person, hands-on. I'm a visual demo type learner. So I'm super excited about today. And today I actually am going to be helping them grow their brand. So they have been in business for quite some time. I think about maybe 3 or 4 years, but they've been kind of coasting. Like they've been going at 10%. They didn't launch correctly. They didn't build their brand correctly. They didn't do any of that stuff correctly. And so now we are here to kind of get them together and get them to where they want to be. So they generate roughly around a couple thousand every month, maybe 1,000 to 2,000. And the goal is to get them to 15. So we are going to be working on mending their broken areas in their brand and in their business. We're going to be looking at some data, doing the whole 9, mapping out target audiences, and really giving them a brand strategy to help them grow. And we may even talk about relaunching because they didn't do it right the first time. Super, super excited about that. And so I'm going to take you along with me. I am going to show you the process of everything behind the scenes. But most importantly, I thought, since I'm helping them grow, why don't I help you grow? So what I'm going to do today is a hybrid vlog. I did this before and y'all loved it when I took you to a pop-up shop and I dropped some gems throughout the vlog. So I'm gonna do it again. Today, I am going to give you 5 roadblocks and 5 lessons to help you grow. So I'm gonna point out the roadblocks that are stopping you from growth, and then I'm gonna give you the lesson so that you can grow to 6 figures. And these are 5 core lessons that I personally had to learn to be able to hit $100,000 within a year, okay? And I'm talking about my first year. So I am going to put you up on game so that you could join the party. So let's get started with the day, shall we? Hey, baby, girl, you got it. So baby, and I'm back and I'm back. Come here, girl. Now, although the day has just started, I've already hit a roadblock and I am not gonna be able to do my makeup today. It sucks because I actually woke up pretty early, but the way Atlanta traffic works is it just don't work. So the way that this is setting up right now, there's an hour drive and I'd rather not risk it. I still want to get there a few minutes early to prep everything. So I'm just not going to do my makeup. I've decided that my face is clear enough that I can go without makeup. And quite frankly, I'm so proud of myself because before, especially At the beginning of my content creation journey, I used to think that I always had to put on makeup. I would show up sometimes on my vlogs without makeup, but anytime I went anywhere, I always had to have a full face on. And I just came back from my first international retreat that I hosted with my students, and I didn't wear makeup the entire 5 days that I was there, like at all. No makeup, and your girl was glowing. And that actually brings me to my very first lesson that I want to talk about, which is mindset. So when I first started out in business and entrepreneurship, as you can imagine, I was super fearful. I had limiting beliefs. I didn't know whether or not I was gonna be able to achieve the goals that I was setting out to achieve. And I was filled with a lot of self-doubt, right? And if you're anything like I was, you can relate. Let me know down below if you can relate. But the biggest roadblock to your success is always going to be yourself. More specifically, your mind. The faster you can learn how to conquer your mind, the faster you will be able to achieve everything that you've dreamed of. And so that was like a huge roadblock of mine. And quite frankly, the biggest lesson that I had to learn to be able to hit 6 figures. I had to transition my mindset, or I should say shift my mindset from limiting beliefs to abundance. I had to shift my mindset from I can't do this to how can I do this? Or there's no way to there's every possible way. And I've always been a person who had a plan A through Z. I used to say that in all of my interviews for corporate jobs, which is funny. So I used to say that in all of my corporate interviews, but when it came to betting on myself, I thought that there was only one way that it could possibly go. And if it didn't go that one way, then that meant that it just wasn't meant to be. And that is not true. It's very important that you know that in entrepreneurship, you're going to hit a lot of roadblocks. You're going to get a lot of no's, but it's all about the mindset that you have and the abundance that you know that you deserve that's going to keep you going, and it's going to get you to 6 figures and then 7 figures even faster. So that's my first gem. Now, let me hurry up and finish doing my edges, because according to my GPS, I am now arriving at 9:21. And quite frankly, I don't know if y'all can see that, 9:21, and my clients are arriving at 9:30. And I still have to set up and plant a surprise before they get there. So I'm about to rush through, getting ready so I can hop in the car.
Second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume, go. I recognize your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit, high maintenance, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
I look crazy, but you gotta lay the edges. And I couldn't find my actual edge wrap, but I'm driving. I wasn't supposed to be driving. My husband was supposed to come with me because he has a doctor's appointment later. So he was just gonna ride to the city with me, but he claims that I took too long to get ready. So now I can't be passenger princess. I have to actually drive. But it's okay, because now I get to talk to y'all as we drive, or really just vibe with y'all as we drive. So vibe with you. I'm excited, and I'm also speeding. So we gonna see, we gonna see what we talk about and stuff, okay?
You think God's forgotten about you?
Thank you so much.
Now, I know you have someone who's allergic
Me.
to pineapple, and I could not find...
Okay.
So for all the others, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I tried my best. I did.
So, a little bit of a rush, but I still wanted to set everything up for a really good experience. The good thing is the first 30 minutes were just a welcome, so we're good. Got smart water. Gotta have smart water. I don't do city punch. And then we have, I need my iPad, and then I have personalized agendas. And then we have catered breakfast. You just saw the guy bring the breakfast in. It's from Panera. There's like pastries and fruits and stuff like that. The only thing is my right hand was very specific about what I can eat because I have a particular allergy, and they was out of almost everything. So there's that. So I'm only gonna have fruits today, but it's fine because remember lesson 1, mindset. It's cool, I'm good. So this is the room. There are 2 dry erase boards, which I didn't know they had, and this huge screen. I'm about to connect to it really fast before they come back in here. So, yeah. And I gave the ladies a gift card, a $60 gift card for lunch. Usually we try to have lunch catered similar to breakfast, but the space that we're in is super jam-packed with a bunch of food options, and I didn't want to limit them with what food options they wanted to get, so I just got them a gift card instead. All right, y'all, I'm about to get settled in, and then I'll see y'all. Making sure that you're documenting the time in between everybody's transformation too, because you're gonna need to pull from that for content and also for the website. You map out the why behind your brand, the problem that you solve, and how you solve it. It gives you crystal clear clarity. So if you were to walk up to somebody or bump into somebody outside, if you know your problem solution statement, you're able to then just tell them what you do like this versus, oh, I sell hair, skin, health and wellness products. A couple of them have castor oil in it. It can help. Like, you lost me already. Kind of like a family tradition because you mentioned that your mom was using it, right? Yeah. So this is something that your grandma has taught her family somewhat. Who knows it? Just your mom? So knowing that you have a product that solves these issues, right? What do you think is the desire of the person experiencing these issues? Let's do dry skin first. We all desire something because we either see it or we know that we deserve better. So for example, if I need to fix my credit, right? I want to fix my credit because I desire financial freedom, and to get there, one of the problems I have is credit.
What they say, the avatar is basically that, and actually knowing who your audience are. So we didn't have that before. I've seen it or know that we're supposed to have something like this, but to go about it, we didn't know exactly how to do it.
You sit down and you really think about what you want your brand to be and represent, but then most importantly, the story of how you got here in the first place. So let's talk about goals so that way when we come back, we can get into content and stuff. We don't have to push that back. It is 2:30 and we have a break for lunch. In the first half, well, really like the first 30% because, well, no, maybe the first half. It was so good. A lot of clarity was had there because we focused a lot on, I don't know how to get out, but we focused a lot on clarifying certain things about their brand, like their brand story, their problem and solution statement, things like that. And then we also did something super crucial, which is I built out their bullseye profile. So basically their target audience profile, which, if I could find the elevator, where's the elevator? Oh, thank you. Which is so crucial to your success. And actually, lesson number 2 that I want to bring up, let me get on the elevator real quick, and then I'll tell you the lesson. Lesson number 2 is target audience. Know who your audience is in and out. I find that a lot of people hit the roadblock of not knowing exactly who to cater to. And I can't honestly say that I've ever had this problem, but I can say that I have been kind of on the verge of trying to expand who I target, because I thought that, oh, it meant that, okay, I'll make more money or something like that. I did this at the very beginning, even though I know that you don't want to do that. I did that at the very beginning. It's kind of loud in here, so I am going to finish my lesson downstairs. So although I can't say that I'm super guilty of trying to target everybody, I am guilty of attempting to expand my target audience too soon, especially at the very beginning stages, right? And that was a roadblock, or that could be a potential roadblock. And that is one of the biggest lessons I can say after the mindset thing is you need to know who you're specifically targeting. Who are you providing a solution for? Who are you providing a resource to a need? What is that need? Why do they have it? You know, what problems are they experiencing? What emotions are they experiencing? What is their day-to-day? All the things. So we literally just sat down, all 3 of us, Felicia, Tasha, and I, sat down and mapped out their target audience or bullseye profile to a T. I am talking about what they're thinking, feeling, seeing, all the things. I'm gonna show you how detailed you need to be when building out your profile. You really need to know who it is so that way you can tailor your brand to fit them. Everything from the way that they experience your brand, everything from the way that you create content, the types of content you put out, the types of ads that you put out, the types of campaigns you run, your packaging, everything. We even came up with a community name for them. Literally, Tasha and Felicia were telling me that they have been struggling to come up with a community name for so long. And after we did their bullseye persona, it dawned on them what they should call them, because they knew exactly who their ideal customer was and what they would want to be called and what community they would want to be a part of and the expectations for it. So get super crystal clear on your target audience, and trust me, the road to 100,000 is going to be so much easier. With clarity and that mindset alone, you probably could hit 100K, but I got 3 more lessons for you, so stay tuned. I'm super guilty of never wanting to eat when I feel like there's too much work to be done. And that seems to be what was happening today. Not only did they try it and give me stuff that I'm allergic to for breakfast, but I just don't have time to eat lunch. I gave the girls, or the ladies, I should say, a 35-minute lunch break, and the time is technically up, but I need to get these gifts and take it upstairs and prep it for them. So I am actually going to write them on my other phone real quick. I'm going to write them and tell them take until 3. We need the time to set up these gifts. So this was a surprise for them. And I know they're gonna love it. So let me tell them. Hey ladies, once you're done eating and stuff, feel free to take a restroom break and all of that. We'll meet back by the elevator at about 3:05, okay? That should give me some time to grab some lunch. I had to wrap up some stuff before. So let's meet at the elevator at 3:05 and then I'll scan everyone up. All right, so let me grab this. I need all my hands. So I'll show y'all what this, well, I can show y'all now. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all now. Just in case when I get upstairs, I gotta rush and put it up. Let me show you what I got. So first, I got these Hustle Babe eye covers. So cute, so cute. I got them notebooks, similar notebooks to what I got for the retreat. Everyone loved them, so I got them again. I got a motivational calendar, which is in here. Got some cute gold pens. I got a very, very cute calendar. I mean, well, not calendar. A very, very cute candle, and the candle says, "You got this." And then I got 2 custom mugs. So this one is shaped like a purse, and then this one has a crown. And then I got them some personalized gift bags. So I'm about to go upstairs and set everything up, and I'll show you what it looks like upstairs. And once we get upstairs, oh, it's dark. I didn't know that it was dark. Once we get upstairs, I am actually going to share the 3rd lesson with you, and then we're going to wrap up the rest of the VIP day, and then we're going to continue with our day because we got more stuff to do. So let's head upstairs.
Are you on your way? Are you coming soon to me? No parking in LA, so I'ma send an Uber to your place. It's my secret safe, safe with just you and me. We can't leave a trace. This is my favorite mistake. Oh, look in my eyes. Can you find the lies? Do you feel alive? Look in my eyes. Do you mind the lies? Do you feel alive? Look in my eyes. We both know it's wrong, but you're still coming over. Even when you're gone, the feeling just grows stronger. She'll leave it alone, but you're still getting closer. We both know it's wrong, can't keep this for long. All that's going on, put it in a song. Are you on your way? Are you coming soon to me? I'm getting impatient. Oh, look at what you do to me. Our secret's safe, so you're my favorite mistake. That's why we gotta keep it on the low. Got a hunger, she don't need to know what's going on. It won't be on for long. Oh.
These are the gifts, and I'm gonna tie these little bows around them, and then I'm gonna put them in front of where they're sitting, and we'll see their reaction. I'm super excited. I love to do things like this to add to the brand experience. Actually, for the client retreat that I just went on in Punta Cana, I gave everybody gifts with personalized and branded stuff and all that stuff too. You always want to find little ways to wow your audience, right? Or specifically your customers, right? These are my clients. So whether you're a service-based business or a product-based business, you know, I mostly focus on product-based businesses. So I'm going to say customers, but find little ways that you can wow them. Even with product-based businesses, you can do little surprises in packages. You can do giveaways online. You can do things where you reward your loyal subscribers on your email list or your loyal customers. We actually did something like that for Bomb CEO, which is a new mentorship membership that we are launching. And we are actually doing 2 of those. We have a giveaway for the first week for the members that join, and then we also gave our loyal, some of our loyal people, we gave some of our loyal hustle babes an exclusive rate to join Bomb CEO. But you really want to show them that you're appreciated, because that actually adds to the overall brand experience, and it helps people to remember your brand. So it helps with the brand recall, and it helps build a strong identity, which is actually lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is to build a strong brand identity. A major roadblock that I see is that there are typically inconsistencies in your branding, whether that is your visuals, your voice, your tone, etc., which usually derives from you not knowing your audience. But now that we've already passed lesson 2, lesson 3 is to make sure that your branding is consistent, and also make sure that you are doing little things that add to the brand experience to deliver on that experience for your target audience, right? For your ideal customer. Because when you do that, they remember you, they share good news about you, and they tie good things to your brand, which helps you build a strong brand identity. And then guess what? it makes them come back to spend more money with you, which is what you want, right? So a wise woman once told me that the real money is made when people love you enough to return, okay? So you want to figure out ways you can wow your customers to get them to return, because it's easier to generate revenue for a return customer than it is to keep chasing new ones. And once you balance maintaining your customers, making them happy so that they return, with a strong attraction strategy to get new people through the door, that is when you end up hitting multi-six figures and seven figures, right? So keep that in mind. But that is lesson number 3. Now, let me go ahead and put these gifts on the table, and then I got to run downstairs to bring them up on the elevator, and then I'm going to see their reactions when they come in, and I'm going to show you their reactions when they come in as well. Let's get it.
And you said?
No.
Oh wow, really?
Oh, this is nice. What are you having? What are you having?
I think it's my birthday.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can
Oh, wow. This is so cute.
I can't stop smiling in my head.
Ooh,
Like,
this is
oh
cute.
yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, purple. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's so thoughtful and, you know.
Yeah.
wasn't
Motivating.
expecting. Yeah.
Yeah, it gives the push, you know?
Yeah.
That push. I gotta set this, you know.
I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and
I was saying, I think a big mistake that people make when it comes to hiring social media managers is you think that these people are so much of an expert in social media, even if that wasn't what she was doing at the time, but obviously she had passion for it or whatever, so you trusted her. You think that they have so much knowledge that you're just like, okay, well, this is our brand, do something with it, this is our goals, that's it, right? Sometimes people don't even communicate their goals either, but what you need to give them is kind of like a handbook to your brand. Let's say you had templates and you were like, okay, well, this is what we have now, but I don't like it. I would rather it look like this. This is the inspiration. Giving them clear direction gives them little room for error, right? And if they still screw up, then it's like, okay, well, you just aren't the right person. Or you can honestly see that before then, because if you give all these things to her and she's looking like, whoa, I don't even know what to do with a target audience profile, you're not the person. Because what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to give them a full guideline of your brand, and then be able to either direct them to say, okay, this is what we stand for, this is that. Now use that to give us a full strategy presentation that then you are like, oh, I like this, or I don't like that, tweak that. And then once you guys agree on a strategy, okay, now let's execute this, because then that makes sense. So even if you're not a strategic or creative person, at least giving them, you are an expert of your own brand. So you should be able to give them that.
Right.
And so
know what we want.
Right.
So therefore, yeah, you're right.
Exactly. And so the goal is to become as crystal clear as possible. Her biggest complaint from existing solutions is that they're expensive. So what's something you can do? You can compare the price point of yours versus maybe a similar or something that claims to do the same thing.
Showcasing what they do or different things.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be more believable to other customers, because it's not like it's a paid promotion or something. It's actual people saying what they experience.
You just want to make sure that you're encouraging people, though, when in your packaging on the card, you need to encourage people to share their results. How did you feel walking in here today versus how you feel leaving?
Basically, walking in, I felt unsure. I didn't know what to expect exactly within the meeting. And as we're leaving now, I feel more informed and more sure in myself and my abilities on what to do in the business.
I really wasn't into it, to be honest, at first, because we tried so many persons out there and we did not get that help. But I can definitely say, leaving here, my mindset has changed, my thoughts have changed. I'm feeling 100% more confident about our business, and my advice is to do VIP with Chanel.
My biggest takeaway is the consistency of your content. And also, you have to have you have to plan it out exactly what you want your customers or your viewers and audience to receive from your content. And that's where we mistakenly done in the past. So now that we know that, we have to plan out, we have to be strategic on our content and what we're trying to portray to our customers.
I'm telling you, it's not that. And as I'm saying, we're not paid. I'm saying this. We're not paid. We're not getting paid. We're just speaking the honest truth. It's a good day. Like, you get your money worth, and we'll get your money worth. So at the end of the day, like I say, best choice we have made.
Yeah. A lot of information, but good information. Information that will lead you to success.
Yes. And execution, most importantly. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. The mindset is changed. So, yeah, we're ready.
Well, that's good, though. That was a good productive day.
Yes. Very productive. Very fun. It was really good. It was a lot of information, a lot of preparation, a lot of research on my end. And I tried to record everything on Zoom, so we're going to see if it processes. And I'm going to split it in parts so they can have the replay. It is now 8:12, and I am just getting home. I was actually supposed to go to Kai's house to take out my hair today, but I am so tired. I am so tired, y'all. It is 3 hours later than I thought it would be. After the VIP day, because we started a little bit late, I gave them that time, and then we just got into things so deep that I didn't want to leave without fully finishing what we started, if that makes sense. So here we are at 8 o'clock. Very long day. Very, very long day. We started at 10, so that is 10 hours. Minus a 30-minute lunch, give or take, a very long time. But one of the things that we actually covered today, which was super, super helpful, well, honestly, all of the parts were helpful, and I'll actually include a snippet of what they had to say about their VIP day in this vlog. But one of the things that was super, super helpful was looking at their data on Shopify and showing them how much they had made within 12 months compared to where it is that they want to be. Because that helped them see the clear gap, and it helped them really see what it was going to take to get to the goal that they have in mind. And we were able to work backwards to then set some milestones and to break their targets down into action items, strategies, tactics, all the things. And so now they have an action plan for the next 30 days and the next 60 days. And I'm super excited because we actually are going to be following up with each other. They paid to have additional time with me, to hold them accountable, to give them refresher lessons, all the things. So I'm super excited about that. But that actually brings me to the fourth step or fourth lesson to get to $100,000. So if you want to get to your first 100K, a major lesson is to pay attention to your data. Numbers don't lie. That means data doesn't either. And so with that being said, it's important for you to pay attention to what's working and what's not working. And the only way that you're able to see what's working and what's not working is by actually looking at the pure cold facts, which is your data. Use your data to make decisions. Use your data to strategize. Use your data to get clarity in areas that you are super confused in. Your data will give you the answers that you need to see if your brand's messaging is effective, to see if your target audience is connecting with what you're putting out there, to see what your audience's behavior is, and if your strategies are actually working and converting, generating leads, or whatever the case may be. So pay attention to your data. that is a major, major, major key that is gonna help you get to $100,000. The biggest roadblock is when people think that data is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo and it's too confusing for them to learn. Trust me, learn how to interpret your data. I'm big on two things, branding and data. Once you marry the two, you set yourself up for success, okay? So that's the fourth lesson. And I'm about to head inside, change, and go for a walk with my husband. And then we're gonna unwind, maybe watch a movie, all the things, I don't know. But as we unwind, I will talk to you about lesson 5 before the night is over. So let me head on inside. My knees hurt. I think I'm very hungry. I finally got my salads. All 3 of these mine. I got my wedge salad, my favorite, Caesar. And then I got me a little Cobb situation with some salmon on top, you know what I'm saying?
Some what?
Salmon on top.
Oh, okay.
I didn't eat breakfast or lunch for real, so all of these are mine. I'm just kidding, all of these are mine. I'm gonna eat one of them with the rest of my wings. I have 4 wings left. And then I'm gonna eat my cookie. It is now 11:10 and we are back home. I decided to shower before eating because the way that my knees and body feels, I'm not gonna make it after I eat, okay? I am going to eat and fall asleep on the couch because today was a very, very long day. Very tiring, a lot of strategizing, a lot of keeping up with content. Not only was I recording this vlog, but I was also posting on stories, getting testimonials, getting snippets to use for like reels and stuff like that. So that plus teaching is a lot, okay? Now I'm getting ready to hop in the shower. It's funny, I started the vlog in the shower and I am ending it in the shower. I'm so excited to just unwind and debrief. Not debrief, unwind and, I don't know. But I'm so excited to unwind. I am happy that I chose not to go to my friend's house because I probably would have been getting home without food right now. But I was able to come home earlier, take a walk, figure out food, and now I get to shower. So super excited about my choice there. But what I can say is now I either have to take out my hair by myself tomorrow or I have to drive back to the city for her to help me take out my hair. So I'm deciding if I'm gonna do that or if I'm gonna let my husband help me take out my hair. Quite frankly, it'll be great if all 3 of us could do it. But I had Kai drive down here to this side of town for us to see Bad Boys 2 days ago. So it's not fair for her to drive back down here. But like, look at my roots. My hair has outgrown my braids and it needs to come out of my head. But that actually brings me to lesson number 5, which is all related to the amount of work that you're putting on yourself, right? So let's start off with the roadblock first. What I realized, a lot of entrepreneurs make this huge mistake of trying to do everything themselves. You think that you're Superwoman and you think that you know it all. And so you put all this pressure on yourself to do all the things when in reality that just cripples your growth because you are incapable of knowing every single thing. No one human knows everything. No one human is a specialist in every area. So what I highly, highly, highly recommend doing is figure out your zone of genius, and whatever is outside of your zone of genius, you got to figure out, is it worth me learning this skill? Or is it gonna really suck my time and I'm only gonna need this skill once or twice? So therefore I could find somebody who is highly skilled at this and this is their zone of genius and then give them the opportunity to execute for that once or twice so that way my business can operate and now I'm not wasting time learning a skill that I'm never gonna use again or I'm not gonna use enough or learning a skill that is not the best use of my time, okay? So you can apply this to a bunch of different tasks, a bunch of different areas in your business, but quite frankly, it just depends on you and what you're good at. So for me, if I really wanted to, I can design things myself because I'm capable of design. But what I don't like doing is I don't like handling like the nitty gritty of accounting by myself. So that's something that I would outsource because it's something that will drain so much time from me that it's just not worth it. I know enough, but I don't need to spend a lot of time getting super skilled on accounting and all the tax laws and all that stuff when there's a specialist whose zone of genius is that. I hope that makes sense. So number 5, the biggest lesson or the biggest step is to outsource and to delegate, right? Even if you don't have the opportunity or the funds to build a huge team right now, you can outsource to freelancers and things like that, or even hire independent contractors who are tied to a specific project, so that way you are not super responsible for their livelihood and all the things. Just something to think about, but definitely one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn in order to cross over that 6-figure mark. I have been outsourcing, honestly, since my first year in business, and that is one of the reasons why I hit 6 figures so fast within my first full year, because I started off hiring interns, and then from there, I figured out the weakest areas, and then I hired that first, right? So think about it, outsource. This has been an amazing day, a jam-packed and impactful day. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me as I hosted my VIP day and as I shared the 5 steps or 5 lessons with the roadblocks that could potentially be stopping you, as well as what you need to do to progress towards your first 6-figure year. Hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye, Hustle Babe. Peace.